Yeah, I hate to tell you, but I won't fit in your box. I know you wanna know, but you cannot pick my locks. See, you a part of me, like New York is to the Bronx. And everything is everything, we do not need to box. Cause I could stick and move, I am focused like a soldier. And you've been in my way, heavy like a boulder. And everybody's scared of death and getting older. When you release your fear, come cry on my shoulder. Cause finally the earth's come around. Use a new part of your brain, make a new sound. All we want is love, it's making a heart pound. The new children are here, they are coming out the ground. Stop medicating them, their power will abound. Now please just gather round, the pitch is at the mound. Catch my words, don't clown, you know you like my sound. Now give your girl a pound or a hug would mean you're down. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be your soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be your soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. Down at the four rivers, the waters they will heal. I will lift my hands up to the sky and make it real. I'll make it real. My brothers and my sisters, you will see how I feel. I will give you $1 to listen. Baby, let's make a deal. No, you can't buy me, don't even try me. In fact, unleash your lasso and please untie me. I'm done with the cowboys, they do not excite me. Don't need your opinion, please don't indict me. I won't do your homework, do not assign me. The universe will teach you what science is finding. Open up your chakra, your aura could be blinding. Grab some rose quartz and start reminding. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be your soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. I am a writing machine and this is my weapon. Fighting with my mouth, peace I will be repping. We're all contradictions, stop your suggesting. The righteous do not judge cause they know it's projecting. And just cause I say it's the age of feminine doesn't mean that I am not down for a man. We all need some yang, get that dick up out your head. Cause there are mad women who are too masculine. And yes, I know that I do not sound Caucasian, but sorry, this is how it comes out like the days in. My soul is here for some consciousness raising. Stop all your labeling, I'm Kelly, amazing. And I'm not concerned with which God you're praising or what herb you're blazing. Your light shines, it's phasing, and now the bridge fades in. And now the bridge fades in. La-dee-da-da-da-da-day. You can light your own way. La-dee-da-da-da-da-day. Today could be your day. La-dee-da-da-da-da-day. I will be lighting my own way. La-dee-da-da-da-da-day. Today is my day. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry. And with the power of Isis, I will speak to your third eye. I'll be a soldier in crisis, I will lick your cheek when you cry.
Welcome to the very first deep dive. We're kicking things off with Beyond Elemental and the work of Just Be.
Oh, cool.
A perspective coach who brings a really interesting blend of practices together
Okay.
to help people see things in a new light.
Mm-hmm.
And what better day for this deep dive than November 2nd?
It is the Day of the Dead, after all.
Yeah.
Day for remembering and honoring those who have passed.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
And it's so fitting because Just Be is also a death doula.
Wow.
We'll get into that later. But
Oh,
first,
I
I want to give you a quick overview of what we're diving into today.
Sure.
We've got some information on death doulas,
Okay.
some powerful lyrics from Kelly Mays' song Third Eye
Yeah.
that really resonated with me,
Mm.
insights into shadow work,
Okay.
a peek at the Sacred Circle Tarot,
Right.
and the basics of Reiki.
Quite a collection.
Yeah.
Sounds like by the end of this deep dive, we'll have a good understanding of what Beyond Elemental is all about.
Absolutely.
Right,
So
right.
let's start with the woman behind it all.
Okay.
Just Be.
Right.
She's a certified life coach and Reiki master.
Hmm.
But her work goes beyond those titles.
Okay.
She has this core philosophy that really intrigued me.
Oh, really?
Everything is black and white. The gray is in your head.
A bold statement.
Yeah.
It suggests that she sees the world in absolutes,
Right.
but recognizes the complexity of human perception.
It made me think of yin and yang,
Okay.
how seemingly opposite forces are actually interconnected.
Interesting.
Like life isn't just black or white,
Mm-hmm.
good or bad.
Right.
It's everything in between.
And that in between is where Just Be seems to focus her work,
Exact.
helping people navigate the nuances and complexities of their own experiences.
And one of the tools she uses to do that is shadow work.
Okay.
Now, some of you might be familiar with this,
Right.
but for those who aren't,
Sure.
it's essentially about exploring those hidden parts of ourselves,
Mhm.
the shadow self,
Oh, okay.
those aspects of our personality that we might try to deny or suppress.
Think of it as shining a light on the unconscious,
Right.
bringing those hidden beliefs and patterns to the surface so they can be examined and integrated.
Just Be seems to use it to help people see a more complete picture of themselves.
Okay.
Like in Kelly Mays' Third Eye when she sings, "We're all contradictions."
Oh, yeah.
I felt that really tied into this idea of accepting our whole selves,
Mm-hmm.
both the light and shadow.
That's a great connection. And it speaks to the idea that personal growth often involves confronting uncomfortable truths about ourselves.
Right.
It's not always easy, but it can be incredibly liberating.
And that's where Just Be's role as a perspective coach comes in.
Right.
She helps people find new ways of looking at themselves and the world around them.
Mm-hmm.
And she uses a variety of techniques to do this.
Okay.
Like Reiki, for example.
Reiki is a form of energy healing that focuses on balancing the energy flow within the body.
Okay.
It's based on the idea that we all have this life force energy flowing through us.
Uh-huh.
And when that energy is blocked or stagnant, it can manifest as physical or emotional imbalances.
So it's not just about physical healing, but also about addressing emotional, spiritual well-being.
Absolutely.
And that ties in with Just Be's holistic approach, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And it connects to another line from Third Eye,
Oh, really?
the waters they will heal.
Okay.
It's a beautiful metaphor for the transformative power of energy work,
Yeah.
like Reiki.
Okay. And then there's the Sacred Circle Tarot,
Oh, yeah.
which always fascinates me.
Yeah.
Just Be uses a specific 3-card spread during her tarot consults,
Okay.
focusing on the past, present, and potential.
It's interesting how she uses the cards as a tool for self-discovery
Right.
rather than fortune-telling.
Right. It's about gaining insights into patterns and potential pathways, not about predicting the future.
And this approach aligns with the idea of personal agency
Yeah.
that seems to be at the core of Beyond Elemental.
Right.
Just Be is not giving people answers,
Uh-huh.
but rather empowering them to find their own.
And speaking of empowering people, let's talk about Just Be's role as a death doula.
All right.
This is something that I was really curious to learn more about.
Death doulas provide emotional and spiritual support to individuals and their families during the end-of-life process.
They help people navigate the practical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of dying.
Yeah.
And from what I've read, they're becoming increasingly sought after
Mm-hmm.
as people look for more personalized and compassionate care
Right.
at the end of life.
It's a beautiful way to honor the final chapter of someone's life, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And it ties into this idea of embracing the full spectrum of human experience,
Mm-hmm.
from birth to death.
Yeah.
Just Be seems to be guiding people to see that it's all part of the same journey.
And that perhaps death isn't something to be feared,
Right.
but rather a natural transition that can be approached with dignity and grace.
Like in Third Eye, when Kelly Mays sings, "Everybody's scared of death and getting older,"
Oh, wow, yeah.
universal fear. But maybe a death doula can help people confront that fear and find peace in those final moments.
It's about helping people find meaning and purpose even in the face of death.
And that brings us back to Just Be's overall philosophy.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that life is full of contradictions,
Mm.
about embracing the gray areas, and ultimately finding your own perspective amidst it all.
It's a powerful message, and it really resonates with me.
Me too. And I think this is a great place to pause for now.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground, and I'm sure our listeners have some thoughts and questions brewing.
Indeed. What stands out to you so far?
Yeah.
What aspects of Beyond Elemental are you most curious about? We'd
Right.
love to hear your reflections in the comments.
Absolutely.
All right. You know, as we delve deeper into Beyond Elemental, I keep coming back to that line from Third Eye.
Okay.
The universe will teach you what science is finding.
Ooh, that's a good one. It speaks to the idea that ancient wisdom and modern science aren't necessarily at odds with each other.
Exactly. And it seems Just Be is bridging that gap,
Right.
blending her intuitive practices with a modern understanding of personal development.
Like, think about Reiki.
Yeah.
It's based on this ancient Eastern concept of life force energy, but now we're seeing scientific research that's starting to validate the effects of energy healing.
It's fascinating how these seemingly disparate fields are converging.
Right.
And it makes me wonder, how does Just Be's background as a Reiki master inform her approach to perspective coaching?
That's a great question. Perhaps it allows her to tap into a deeper level of awareness,
Okay.
sensing energy blocks or imbalances that might be hindering a client's progress.
Perhaps. It could also be that Reiki helps clients feel more grounded and centered,
Yeah.
which can be crucial when doing deep inner work like shadow work.
Speaking of shadow work,
Yeah.
I'm curious to know how Just Be guides people through that process.
Okay.
It sounds like it could be pretty intense,
Yeah.
confronting those hidden aspects of ourselves.
It can be challenging, for sure.
Right.
But the sources suggest that Just Be creates a safe and supportive space for clients to explore their shadow selves without judgment.
Right.
It's about understanding, not condemning.
Like that line in Third Eye,
Oh, yeah.
the righteous do not judge because they know it's projecting.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks to the importance of compassion and self-acceptance in this work.
Absolutely. And it reminds us that everyone has a shadow side.
Right.
It's part of being human.
Yeah.
The key is to integrate those shadow aspects, not try to eradicate them.
And maybe that's where the real transformation happens.
Right.
When we stop trying to be perfect and embrace the wholeness of who we are, contradictions and all.
Which brings us back to Just Be's philosophy.
Yeah.
Everything is black and white, the gray is in your head.
Yeah.
Perhaps she is encouraging us to move beyond
Okay.
those rigid either categories that we often impose on ourselves and the world.
To see the nuances, the complexities,
Mm-hmm.
the full spectrum of human experience.
Precisely. And this idea of embracing the spectrum connects beautifully with the concept of neurodivergence.
Oh, good point. Not everyone experiences the world in the same way.
Right.
And Just Be seems to acknowledge and honor that diversity of perception.
It's about recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to personal growth.
Right.
What works for one person might not work for another.
And maybe that's why Just Be incorporates such a diverse range of practices into her work.
Yeah,
She's offering a toolkit, not a prescription.
exactly. And it's up to each individual to find what resonates with them, what helps them gain clarity and move forward on their unique path.
Right.
This makes me think about those tarot readings.
Okay.
Remember how Just Be doesn't ask clients for a specific question?
Yes, she encourages them to hold a question or intention in their mind
Right.
as she lays out the cards.
It's a powerful way to tap into intuition and connect with the subconscious mind.
It's like she's saying, the answers are already within you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use the cards as a mirror to help you see them more clearly.
And that approach aligns with another line from Third Eye.
Oh, really?
Use a new part of your brain.
Okay.
It's about expanding our awareness, tapping into those intuitive faculties that we often neglect in our modern rational world.
And that ties into what we were saying earlier
Yeah.
about just bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern approaches to personal growth.
Right.
She's combining intuitive practices like tarot and Reiki with the principles of life coaching to create something truly unique.
And perhaps that's what makes Beyond Elemental so compelling.
Yeah.
It's a holistic approach that honors the whole person, mind, body, and spirit.
It's about recognizing that we're all interconnected, part of something larger than ourselves.
Which brings us back to Just Be's role as a death doula.
Right.
It's a profession that requires deep empathy, compassion, and a willingness to be present with those who are facing their mortality.
It seems like she brings those same qualities to her work as a perspective coach. She's not afraid to delve into the depths to explore the shadows and the light.
Right.
And to help people find meaning and purpose in their lives, no matter what challenges they're facing.
You know, as we talk about these interconnected themes, I keep hearing those lyrics from Third Eye echoing in my mind.
Okay.
Especially that line about, we are all made up of water, and the composition of the molecules are changed by good thoughts and intentions.
Right.
And they're changed by negative ones, too.
It's such a powerful reminder of how our thoughts and emotions shape our reality.
Yeah.
And it directly connects to the principles of Reiki,
Mm-hmm.
the idea that energy flows through us and can be influenced by our mental and emotional state.
It's like Just Be is weaving together a multifaceted tapestry, drawing from ancient wisdom and modern insights to create a path toward greater self-awareness, healing, and transformation.
And as we've been exploring these different aspects of Beyond Elemental,
Mhm.
I keep thinking about that 3-card tarot spread.
Oh, yeah.
Past, present,
Okay.
and...
There you go again, bringing it back to the cards.
But seriously, what if we apply that spread to this very deep dive?
Okay.
What might it reveal about the journey we've taken together?
I love that idea.
Yeah.
What might the past card reveal about the origins of Beyond Elemental?
Maybe it would represent the ancient traditions and philosophies that informed Just Be's work.
Mhm.
Those foundations of wisdom that have been passed down through generations, like the principles of yin and yang,
Right.
the practice of Reiki, the mystical language of the tarot.
And what about the present card? What
Yeah.
might it symbolize in relation to this deep dive?
Perhaps it represents our current exploration.
Okay.
This process of uncovering the different facets of Beyond Elemental and connecting the dots between those seemingly disparate elements, like how we're seeing the connections between shadow work, Reiki Death Doula work, and even those third eye lyrics.
And now for the most intriguing part,
Okay,
the potential card.
right.
What possibilities might it reveal about the future of Beyond Elemental?
Ooh, that's a big one. Maybe it represents the potential for growth and expansion.
Okay.
The ripple effect that Just Be's work might have on the world, as more people embrace these ideas of perspective intuition and holistic well-being.
Imagine the possibilities.
Exactly. And that, my friends,
Yeah.
is the beauty of this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just about gaining knowledge,
Mhm.
but about sparking curiosity
Yeah.
and inspiring you to explore these ideas further.
Right.
We want to hear from you. What resonates with you in this exploration of Beyond Elemental?
Yeah.
What questions are swirling in your mind?
Share your insights and reflections in the comments below.
We're all part of this ongoing conversation,
Right.
this collective journey of discovery.
And remember, the universe will teach you what science is finding.
Right.
It's a powerful call to embrace both the seen and the unseen, the logical and the intuitive.
Yeah.
And it feels like a fitting note to end on
Right.
as we reflect on Beyond Elemental and the work of Just Be.
We've explored a lot in this deep dive. Shadow work, Reiki, the Sacred Circle Tarot, and even the profound role of a death doula.
It's pretty amazing.
And through it all, we've seen how Just Be weaves these diverse practices together to help people find their own unique perspective.
It's not about providing easy answers,
Right.
but about empowering individuals to explore their own inner landscape, to embrace their complexities, and to ultimately live a more authentic and fulfilling life.
And maybe that's what Beyond Elemental is all about.
Correct.
Going beyond the surface, beyond the limitations of our everyday thinking,
Mm.
to discover the hidden depths within ourselves and the world around us.
So if Just Be were to do a reading for this very deep dive,
Oh, wow.
what might those past, present, and potential cards reveal? And more importantly, dear listener,
Yes.
what question would you hold in your mind as those cards are drawn?
It's a question worth pondering,
Absolutely.
because ultimately the answers lie within each of us if you're ready to explore further. Visit beyondelemental.square.site to learn more about Just Be and the transformative power of Beyond Elemental.
Until next time, keep those third eyes open and keep diving deep.